Hello and welcome back to the Beyond the Football Zone and to a weekend previewing the Premier League action this week and starting things off with West Ham against Liverpool. This is an interesting game. Obviously Liverpool and West Ham kind of season aims, winning the title for Liverpool, getting into Europe. For the Hammers fading away, it looks like there's going to be two managers that are probably departing at the end of the season. I think it's quite an even game. Liverpool, you say on paper, probably do have the strongest team. I think they'll have enough quality to get the win here over what seems like a bit of a depleted West Ham side. But moving on then to Fulham Fulham against Palace at Craven Cottage. I'm going to say this is an interesting game. For both these sides, Palace have been on a roll recently, but Fulham also, they haven't been performing too badly. Coming on pretty strong towards the end of the season, I would say, with that win over West Ham. Had a few disappointing results before that, but still I think they're in a decent run. But Palace looking really strong. I think Fulham will just about get the victory at home. I think it'll be 2-1. Moving on into Manchester United against Burnley. Manchester United obviously struggling at the moment. United. Not been very impressive last week, you have to say, even though they have technically got 2 wins. It's going to be interesting to see how they go here. But against the Burnley side, who, I think do have a faint chance of staying up. But, even in games like this, they have to be picking up results. And that kind of sums up how tough the task will be. I think United at home, needing a performance and a win, will be too good for them. I'm going to say 3-0. Moving on into Newcastle against Burnley. Newcastle against Sheffield United, at St James's Park. Newcastle coming into this one at home, obviously had a disappointing result against Palace last time out. Against the Sheffield United side, though, who at home they really should be beating, without too many worries, to be honest. I'm going to say it'll be a Newcastle win here, pretty comfortable, 2-0, which should really be easy for them to get the win and ruin their European charge. But moving on into Wolves against Luton, an interesting game. Wolves, you kind of feel like their season's pretty much done now. They're going to be mid-table, but for Luton it's a big game for them. They need a win to stay in European contention. Luton to stay in relegation contention even, but I think Wolves at home, I think they just still have too much, so I'm going to say 3-1 to Wolves. Moving on into Everton against Brentford at Goodison Park, and Everton coming into this one, at home, I think relegation, their survival, I think that's pretty much done. They're not going to be too worried about that against a Bournemouth side who, I think, will be pretty pleased. Brentford, they're not going to go down. They're looking pretty strong. So, I'm going to say it'll be an interesting game. I think Everton at home, they're on such a good run. I've got really all momentum going into next year. I'm going to say it will be a 1-0 Everton win. Moving on into Chelsea, and they face a very tough away fixture away to Aston Villa. Obviously, both these teams looking to get into Europe. Chelsea, really pushing to even get in the Europa League or the Conference League, but Villa looking good for a Champions League spot. And what an achievement that would be if they manage to make it. That's definitely what they'll be targeting next year. It'll be an interesting one to see if they can do it or not. I think it'll be a close game, but I think at home Villa, they're looking strong at the moment. I think they're going to do it. I'm going to say 2-1. But moving on into Bournemouth as they take on Brighton at the Vitality. And Bournemouth coming into this one on a decent run, I think it's fair to say. Brighton may be struggling a bit at the moment. Maybe Bournemouth can take over Brighton as the Premier team on the South Coast at the moment. It's going to be an interesting game, but I think Bournemouth will be feeling confident, playing really good football at the moment under Herrera, but I still think Brighton have good players, and I think they'll draw a result soon. I don't know, I can't call it. I'm going to say draw. Moving on into Tottenham against Arsenal in what could be a defining game in the title race. Tottenham need a result for their Champions League prospects, but Arsenal obviously have to win to stay in the race to pick up the title. So it's going to be an interesting game. I think Arsenal do have too much of them at the moment. They really are looking like a good team at the moment. I'm going to say it'll be 2-1 to Arsenal. I think it'll be close, but I think they will just about do it. Moving on into Nottingham Forest against Man City at the City ground. And yeah, it's a big game for Forest. This, still for me in the midst of a relegation battle, not safe yet at all. Only 1 point advantage against a City team who need to keep being perfect if they want to win the title. But I think it's a game that the City team will be expecting to win and probably should win pretty comfortably. I'm going to say it will be a 2-0 win for City. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, follow us on our socials, link in the description below for daily football news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now, that'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.